Finally, God is exposing your life partner. You can't. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, "My child, listen carefully because this urgent message is not just for the ears, but for the depths of your soul. Heaven has seen the cries of your heart, the prayers whispered in silence, the tears you did not let anyone see. And today, in this very moment, the veil is being lifted. Archangel Michael himself stands beside you with his mighty sword of truth, commanding that you open this now, for it cannot wait, and it cannot be delayed any longer. What is being revealed to you carries the weight of divine urgency because finally God is exposing the truth about your life partner. You cannot imagine the heaviness in the heavenly realms when Michael spoke of this because this revelation has been hidden not by chance but by design. There has been a cloak covering your eyes and your heart has longed for clarity. You have wrestled with doubt, felt the sharp sting of confusion, and yet you still prayed, "God, guide me. Do not let me be deceived." And today the Almighty has answered. God is saying, "My child, do not fear this truth. You are safe in my hands. You will not be destroyed by what you are about to learn. Instead, you will rise stronger, wiser, and unshakable, for I am with you." Archangel Michael says, your partner is not who you thought they were. There is a side hidden. And though they may have worn the mask of love, Heaven cannot allow you to live in shadows. This unveiling is not to punish you, but to protect you. God is stepping in before the enemy could drag you deeper into pain. My child, understand this clearly. The one you trusted most has carried secrets that your spirit already sensed. Yet your human heart tried to dismiss. You felt uneasy at moments. You questioned their words. You noticed things that did not align. But love made you cover those doubts with hope. Now heaven is saying no more covering. No more pretending. Truth is here. You can't believe it because your heart was so deeply tied. And God sees how much you poured into this connection. How you gave your best. How you prayed for them. How you believed in them even when others doubted. Your loyalty was pure, but heaven says their loyalty was divided. You loved with an open hand, but their hand often held something behind their back. My child, do not be angry with yourself for not seeing it sooner. Love always believes, always hopes, and that is not weakness. It is a reflection of God within you. But now God is saying enough. It is time for light to replace darkness. It is time for truth to replace illusion. Michael says that this truth is not meant to break you but to free you. Heaven knows how tightly you held on even when the signs appeared. You prayed, "Lord, if this person is not for me, remove them," and God heard you. The removal is not punishment but rescue. Your destiny is too great, your calling too precious for you to be bound by deception. The secrets they carry would have hurt you far worse if they remained hidden longer. That is why God is exposing it now. Because His mercy refuses to let you sink. God says, "My beloved, do not tremble. Do not let fear seize your heart. When I reveal truth, I also release healing. What is uncovered will sting at first, but then it will strengthen you. I will not allow you to walk alone through this. I am your shield. I am your fortress. And I am the one who will lift your head high when others try to bow it in shame. You will not be defeated. You will not be abandoned. I am with you." Michael warns that the enemy tried to use your partner as a distraction, as a vessel to derail you from your higher purpose. This was not only about love, it was about destiny. The closer you grew to your calling, the more the enemy sought to bind you emotionally to confuse your heart so you would lose focus. But heaven has intercepted. You must know, my child, that the love you deserve is not built on lies, not built on secrets, not built on manipulation. The love God has ordained for you is pure, honest, transparent, and rooted in faith. Anything less is counterfeit. You cannot believe it now, but you will soon see the truth so clearly that you will wonder how you ever missed it. God is saying, "I hid you even in the deception. Though they had secrets, I never allowed those secrets to destroy you. Though they spoke words, I shielded your spirit from full entanglement until the time of truth. Now I am cutting the cords that were never meant to hold you. And I am replacing them with bonds of my choosing." Michael says, "Take courage. You are not losing, you are being delivered. Do not cling to what heaven is tearing away. For if you hold on to what God is exposing, you will prolong your pain. Release it. Trust the hands of the Almighty. The very hands that shaped you in your mother's womb are the same hands holding you now, guiding you, protecting you. Child of God, this moment is pivotal. You are standing at a divine crossroads. On one side, you could choose denial, pretending you did not hear this message. On the other, you could choose truth, though it may hurt, and walk into freedom. Heaven urges you, choose truth. Choose the narrow road of obedience, for on that road lies peace, destiny, and the love that will not betray you. God whispers, "Even now, you are not alone. I am with you. Michael is guarding you. The heavens are surrounding you. Fear not. Your partner's exposure is not your downfall. It is your upliftment. It is a turning point, a divine shift, that will place you on the path you prayed for all along. Do not worry about what others will say. Do not let shame grip you. This exposure is not for your humiliation. It is for your liberation. God Himself is testifying on your behalf, saying, I am with you. Rest assured nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen, and no secret, no betrayal, no deception can undo what I have ordained for your life. And so, my child, breathe. Pray. Trust. The truth may shock you, but it will also save you. Archangel Michael stands ready to protect you from the aftermath. And God Himself promises to turn this pain into power, this heartbreak into healing, this ending into a beginning. What is being exposed today will lead you into the promise of tomorrow. Do not fear. For the Almighty holds you firmly in His hands, and nothing can pluck you out. God says this message is not a coincidence. It is not random. It is not by chance that your eyes have fallen upon these words right now. It is designed. It is chosen. It is orchestrated by the divine hand that has been guiding you all along. Even in the moments when you thought you were alone. My child, I see the pain in your heart. I see the confusion in your mind. I see the questions that you are afraid to even say out loud. And I see the tears that fall silently when no one is watching. But today, something has been commanded from heaven. Something has been ordered by Archangel Michael himself. Something that cannot be delayed any longer. That is why this message has come to you, like a fire, burning with urgency, demanding that you open it, demanding that you take it seriously, because this is not just another word. This is a warning and a revelation that carries the weight of eternity. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. These are not casual words. These are not suggestions. These are instructions. And you know deep in your spirit that when the angel of war, the protector of God's children, speaks with this kind of urgency, it is because heaven sees a danger or a hidden truth that you cannot afford to ignore. Michael has been fighting silently in the unseen realms for you, shielding you from betrayals, from false friends, from hidden traps. But now he is shouting for your attention because the matter concerns the one closest to your heart, your life partner. Finally, God is exposing what has been hidden from your eyes. For too long you have trusted. For too long you have believed. For too long you have given yourself completely without questioning. And yet behind closed doors, something has been concealed. You may feel that shock rising in your chest as you read this. You may want to turn away. You may want to deny it because you love so deeply. But God says, my child, do not be blind anymore. I love you too much to allow you to stay in darkness. I am shining my light over the hidden things so that you may walk in truth and not in deception. You can't believe it, but heaven is telling you now. Your life partner has carried secrets. Your life partner has hidden struggles. Your life partner has made choices in the dark. And the truth is this: God is not exposing to destroy. God is exposing to deliver. God is exposing to set free. God is exposing so that you may finally see clearly. This is not about humiliation. This is not about shame. This is about liberation, because the enemy wanted to keep you bound by what you didn't know. But God is cutting through the lies and placing the truth in your hands. Child, your heart is trembling right now. But hear me, you are safe. You are covered. You are not left without protection. Even as I reveal, I am holding you. Even as I uncover, I am healing you. Even as I shake the foundation you thought you stood on, I am laying down a firmer, unshakable foundation that no storm will ever wash away. Archangel Michael stands guard at your door. He has surrounded your dwelling with swords of fire, and no evil will touch you. I know what you are feeling. Your chest is heavy. Your thoughts are spinning. You are saying, "Why me, God? Why now?" But this is not to break you. This is to prepare you for the blessing that is coming. Sometimes, my child, I must pull away the mask from people you thought you knew, so that you can stand in the truth of who you are and what I have prepared for you. Do not let your heart be consumed by fear. Do not let your spirit be drowned in sorrow. Pray to me, trust me, lean on me, because I am closer than your breath right now. Your partner. This is the part you cannot believe. The part that makes you stop breathing for a moment. Your partner has been wrestling with an inner battle that you were never told about. They have been hiding things that could have put you in danger spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. They smiled with you but carried shadows in silence. They held your hand, but in their other hand there were secrets not revealed to you. Yet God says, do not be afraid, because even in their hiding I was watching. Even in their deception I was protecting you. Even in their silence, I was speaking to you through signs, through dreams, through whispers in your spirit. You felt it sometimes, didn't you? That strange stirring, that unease in your heart, that sense that something was off. That was me warning you gently. And now I am shouting so you will not ignore it anymore. Michael says again, this is very important for you. Do not turn away. Do not delay. Take it seriously, because this is not a joke. This is about your destiny. You cannot afford to be entangled in webs of lies when God is calling you higher. You cannot afford to walk in the shadows when God is inviting you into the light. You cannot allow yourself to be pulled down by someone else's chains when heaven has written freedom over your name. Do not hate your partner. Do not curse them. Do not let bitterness rise up in you. Instead, pray for them, release them, and trust that God will deal with them in His own time. This exposure is not about revenge. It is about clarity. It is about freeing you to move in the direction heaven is opening for you. Yes, you loved with all your heart. Yes, you gave yourself completely. Yes, you dreamed of a future together. But God says, my plans are greater. My vision is clearer. My will is perfect. Every tear you cry over this will be collected in my hands. Every sleepless night will be redeemed. Every heartbreak will be transformed into strength. You will rise from this not broken but stronger. You will rise from this not abandoned but carried. You will rise from this not empty but overflowing with blessings you cannot even imagine. My child, listen closely. I am telling you this in love. Your life partner was never meant to destroy you. Even in their flaws, even in their weakness, I will use this for your good. What they meant to hide will become your testimony. What they meant to keep in the dark will become your light. What the enemy tried to use to trap you will become your launching point into the destiny I have prepared. Archangel Michael is standing beside you now. His wings wrapped around you, whispering courage into your heart. He says, do not be afraid. Do not crumble. This is the moment you are set free. The sword of truth has been drawn and nothing hidden can remain in darkness anymore. You are safe. You are chosen. You are loved. Trust me. Pray to me. Keep your heart steady in me. Do not run from this revelation, for it is not meant to harm you but to protect you. I am God. I am with you. I will not leave you. I will not forsake you. Hold my hand tightly and I will carry you through this storm into the sunlight of a new day. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. This is your urgent message. This is your moment of divine clarity. Do not ignore it. Open your heart, listen and trust. For I, the Lord your God, am speaking, and Michael has confirmed it with urgency. You will not be destroyed. You will be delivered. God says, Archangel Michael says this message is for you, and this isn't a joke. Important alert. Something shocking has been signed. A deal made behind your back and you are the target of it. You were never meant to see this. But heaven refuses to stay silent any longer. The angels are circling you, urging you to open your eyes, to understand that something you couldn't have imagined is being exposed. Now you are not paranoid. You are not imagining it. This is real. Behind your back, while you were trusting, while you were praying, while you were busy holding on to your hope, there were those who gathered in secret to make a deal with your name written in the center of it. They thought you would never discover it. But finally, God is revealing the shocking truth. Archangel Michael says he stood over the table where this deal was signed in darkness. He saw the names. He saw the signatures. And he saw your name written as the one to be deceived. They planned it carefully. They plotted with smooth words. They disguised it as progress. But the reality is it was designed to trap you, to make you the sacrifice for their own gain. They smiled in your face. They nodded when you spoke. But they never intended to protect you. They saw your light. They saw your potential. And instead of celebrating it, they grew jealous. They wanted what you had. They wanted the favor God placed on your life. And so they made this deal, a shocking deal that shifts things against you. But what they didn't realize is that Archangel Michael was there. Heaven was watching, and God is not going to allow them to succeed. You may have felt the heaviness in your spirit lately. You may have noticed strange changes in people's attitudes toward you. You wondered why doors that seemed open suddenly closed. Why conversations shifted without warning. Why your peace was disturbed even when nothing obvious had happened. That was your spirit sensing what your mind couldn't yet see. That was God warning you that something was happening in secret. And now it is being revealed to you plainly. The shocking deal made behind your back has a purpose. To strip you of what is rightfully yours. To take your position, your inheritance, your blessing, your destiny. They knew they couldn't confront you openly because the favor on your life is too strong. They knew they couldn't defeat you head-on because the hand of God defends you. So they tried to use deception, false agreements, manipulations, and traps. But here is what God says. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you will be condemned. Every deal written in darkness will be torn to pieces in the light of heaven's justice. Archangel Michael says this is an emergency message for you because the decision they made was timed. They thought they had power over your timing. They thought if they moved fast enough, you wouldn't notice. But heaven shifted time itself to delay their plan long enough for you to receive this message. You were meant to find this exactly now, not a second later, because this is the moment God wants to open your eyes. The shocking deal involved more than one person. It was not done by accident, 2 or 3 gathered, each with their own motives, but all united in targeting you. One was jealous of your success. One wanted to silence your influence. One wanted to gain what only you could carry. Together. They thought if they signed this deal, if they agreed in secret, they could cut you off. But what they forgot is that your life is not in their hands. Your destiny is not theirs to control. They may have tried to sign you out, but God has signed you in, and His signature is eternal. Listen carefully because heaven is not speaking to you in riddles. This is an alert. This is serious. God says you are being targeted. But God also says you are being defended. The target on your back is a sign of the greatness inside you. They wouldn't come against you if there wasn't something powerful about to be released in your life. The shocking deal is proof that your breakthrough is close. Because the enemy only fights hardest when he knows heaven is about to pour out something massive. The pressure you've been feeling, the confusion, the sudden shift in people's behavior, it's not random. It's the signal that a spiritual war is happening over your destiny. And Archangel Michael has drawn his sword in your defense. Do not be afraid. Do not panic. Do not shrink back. God says He is with you. God says this exposure is not to frighten you but to prepare you. You needed to know who was truly standing with you. You needed to see who had secretly positioned themselves against you. This deal was meant to bind you. But, instead it will bind them. This agreement was meant to block you, but instead it will expose them. Heaven is not allowing this to stay hidden. The deal has already begun to unravel. You may not see it yet, but in the spiritual realm, their signatures are being erased. Their plans are being ripped apart, and their intentions are being dragged into the light. You are about to hear conversations you weren't meant to hear. You are about to see messages that were hidden. You are about to learn truths that explain everything. Don't dismiss them. Don't explain them away. Don't try to protect the ones God is exposing because the truth must come out. You have prayed for clarity. You have cried for answers. This is the answer. God is showing you what really happened. And He is saying, "Stand still and see my salvation. I am the Lord your God, and I will fight for you." Archangel Michael says he has wept watching you doubt yourself, watching you question whether you heard God right, whether you were crazy to believe, in your vision, whether you were too trusting of the wrong people. But he says now you were never wrong for believing. You were never wrong for loving. You were never wrong for trusting. They were wrong for deceiving. And heaven will deal with them. Type Amen. God says this is not by chance. This is not you have overlooked something planted that does not belong in a holy home. You must open your eyes immediately and listen carefully. Heaven does not issue such warnings without reason. There is a spiritual invasion that has entered through a place you thought was ordinary, harmless, and familiar, but God says nothing about this is ordinary. There is a reason I am stopping you now. There is a reason you are reading this exact line at this exact moment. Because danger, both physical and spiritual, is closer than you think. My child, you prayed for protection. You asked me to send a sign when something was wrong. You told me, God, don't let me walk blindly. I heard you and I answered you. But what you are about to learn will shock you. It is not only about your kitchen. It is about the spiritual atmosphere of your home. The enemy has been seeking a way to enter, to disturb your peace, to release confusion, to break your joy from within your own walls. For too long you have thought attacks only come from the outside. But God says sometimes the enemy works from the inside, from the places you least expect. And now there is something inside your kitchen, a presence, a planted object, a contamination that was intended to harm you. Archangel Michael says, "Open your spiritual eyes now because the enemy has been crafty." What you think is just another object, container, or ingredient may be something carrying energy not from me. It is not about fear. It is about revelation. Heaven is exposing what was hidden. You have to understand how serious this moment is. Archangel Michael has never spoken so urgently to you without reason. The angels have been circling your home. In the last few nights, there has been unusual movement in the spiritual realm around your dwelling. You may have felt uneasy for no reason. You may have noticed strange noises, temperature shifts, or small frustrations happening in the heart of your home. That was not your imagination. It was the war of the unseen. Something has been placed in the environment of your kitchen to shift the balance of peace in your life. And God says this will not remain hidden any longer. I am giving you divine instruction to cleanse, to remove, to anoint, and to restore. You may ask, God, why my kitchen? And I say, because the kitchen is the place of provision, it is the heart of the home, the altar where physical nourishment is prepared. In the spiritual world, the enemy knows that if he contaminates the place of provision, he can affect your health, your energy, your mood, your finances, and your relationships. A kitchen carries the vibration of both physical and spiritual feeding. When the enemy cannot stop your prayers, he tries to poison your daily bread. And this can be both physical and symbolic. In your case, my child, it is both. There is something tangible in your kitchen that has been influenced, and there is also a spiritual shadow that has attached itself to that place. This is why Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. Don't ignore this. Your kitchen is not safe inside. There is more than you realize. Think back to the last time you felt truly at peace cooking or eating in your home. Has it been a while? Have there been arguments around meal times? Have you been feeling unusually tired even after eating? Have you noticed food spoiling faster than it should, or strange smells or items moving or falling unexpectedly? These are signs heaven has been showing you. But now we must speak plainly. There is a planting, whether physical like an object or substance, or spiritual like a curse, and it is sitting there waiting to affect you. It could be something gifted to you, something brought in unknowingly, something someone touched before giving to you. This is not to scare you, my child, but to awaken you. Because when you see clearly, you can act with authority. I have already sent my angels to stand in your home. They are ready to help you cleanse and restore what has been touched. Finally, I must tell you this is connected to someone's intention toward you. Yes, there is a person involved. A person who has carried thoughts not from me. You would not expect it to be them. They smiled at you. They may have even shared a meal in your home before, but they carried jealousy in their heart and the enemy used that as a doorway. They do not even fully understand the weight of what they've done. For some are used by the enemy without fully knowing the depth of their actions. But heaven does not wait for them to understand. Heaven moves to protect. And so now, Archangel Michael is sounding the trumpet in your spirit. Remove, cleanse, and restore. Do not delay. This is a 1-minute alert in the spiritual clock. God says, I am with you. You will not be harmed if you obey my instructions. This is not to cause panic but to cause readiness. You are a warrior even if you do not always feel like one. You have authority over your home. You have the right to claim every room, every wall, every corner, every plate and cup and ingredient for my kingdom. When you take oil and pray over your kitchen, when you command every unclean spirit to leave, they must obey. Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You are not helpless. You are not weak. You are protected. But protection is not passive. It moves. It acts. It takes authority. This is why I am speaking to you now, because once you cleanse, the blessing that has been delayed will flow again. Your home will breathe again. Your spirit will rest again. And your kitchen will once again be a place of life, not contamination. This is a turning point, my child. And the reason this message feels heavy is because it is weighty in the spirit. If you act, you will shift the course of your days. If you ignore it, the contamination will continue to operate and you will see more confusion, more delay, more unexplained heaviness. That is why Archangel Michael says it's an emergency. Don't ignore this. Open your eyes now. Open your ears now. Open the physical space in your kitchen and see what has been hidden there. And even if you cannot see it, pray as if you have found it. Because your prayer will flush it out. Your anointing will destroy the assignment. Your obedience will cancel the plan. This is not just about food. It is about the flow of life in your home. When your kitchen is spiritually blocked, your life feels blocked. Your health, your finances, your mood, all of them are connected. And God says, today we unblock it. Today we remove the object. Today we break the curse. Today we restore the altar of nourishment to holiness. Because when I bless your bread and your water, I bless your whole being. When I restore your kitchen, I restore the heart of your home. You have felt attacked lately, my child, and you have wondered why. But heaven says, much of the heaviness has been rooted in this unseen contamination. It is time for it to end. I am sending my angels to walk through your kitchen with you. You will feel my presence as you do this. You may even feel the air shift, the heaviness lift, the peace return, and that is your sign that the work is complete. This is a holy moment. Do not delay. Act in faith, for your obedience will unlock blessings you did not even know were waiting. Archangel Michael is still speaking. My child, you are not alone. We are here fully armed, fully ready. You have only to give the word and the army of heaven will remove every trace of darkness. But the key is in your hands. Your kitchen is not safe inside, but it will be once you act. There is a hidden thing, a planted thing, an assigned thing. And heaven has now placed the light directly over it. You will know it when you see it. And when you do, remove it without hesitation. The peace of God will flood your home and the blessing that has been knocking on your door will enter freely. This is your moment of restoration. Take it now. God says this is not a coincidence. This is not just another moment scrolling through words you will forget. This is the divine interruption you have been praying for without realizing it. Heaven has stepped in because the danger is too close, the time is too short, and your obedience is too important. Archangel Michael is speaking directly now and his words are sharp with urgency. It's an emergency. Don't ignore this. I order you to act. Important alert. Your kitchen is not safe inside. There is something you must know and you must open this immediately. The moment you began to read this, the atmosphere around you shifted. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but the spiritual realm has already moved into position. The angels have encircled your home, but they are not standing idly by. They are on high alert. Michael's sword is drawn. Gabriel has stepped forward. There has been a breach. Not a physical one you can lock with a door, but a spiritual one that has been trying to take root in your very home, using your kitchen as the point of entry. You need to understand something. Nothing God warns you about is random. Nothing He alerts you to is without reason. Your kitchen, the place where food is prepared, where nourishment for your body and often comfort for your soul is created, is also in the spirit a sacred place of provision. The enemy has always hated places of provision. He hates where you are fed physically and spiritually. He hates the place where life-giving things are multiplied. That is why the alert comes now. Michael has seen what has been moving around unseen in that space. Something has been trying to operate undetected. A spiritual assignment designed to poison your atmosphere, steal your peace, and weaken your energy without you realizing it. My beloved child, in this very moment, I come to you not through the ordinary whispers of thought, but through a divine and urgent wave of truth that will not allow you to remain still. You must hear me now with the ear. Only 2 hours left. This is about your daughter. This Thursday she will be. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, this message is not for the ears of many. It is for you alone, my child. Archangel Michael stands beside me now and he is commanding that you do not ignore this. There is no mistake that your eyes have been guided here in this exact moment. This is not something you should ever take lightly. He is whispering to you in power and urgency. Don't ignore this message. It is about your daughter. Don't tell anyone. Keep it close to your spirit. You only have 2 hours left to decide what to do with this warning. This Thursday, she will be at the center of something heaven wants you to know. Heaven has been watching and heaven will not allow you to be in the dark anymore. The truth is that the angels have circled your daughter for some time. There has been a thick cloud of confusion over her path. And God has watched the attempts of others to influence her, to steer her away from her destiny, to dim the light that was planted within her before she was even formed in the womb. And God says today, I will not let them win. I will not let her destiny be stolen. I am bringing this word to you as a parent because your voice carries divine weight in her life. You have the power to pray, to cover her, to shield her. To stop what the enemy has designed before Thursday arrives. Archangel Michael says, the truth is not pleasant, but you must be prepared. This is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Your daughter has been carrying burdens you have not seen. She has been walking through silent battles, smiling on the outside while storms roar on the inside. There are things she has hidden from you, not because she doesn't love you, but because she did not want to burden you, or perhaps she was afraid of being judged. But God knows every thought of her heart. God knows the moments when she wanted to give up, the moments when her spirit cried out for help. And God says this Thursday something is coming to a peak. This is why the urgency has been sent. This is why Archangel Michael says don't ignore this. Heaven is moving because the enemy has plotted. There are people around her who smile with her but their hearts are not pure. There is one woman in particular who has been whispering into her life, offering words that sound like support but carry poison underneath. God says, finally, I am exposing this woman. She cannot be allowed to stand in your daughter's life any longer. She cannot be allowed to block her future. The mask is about to fall, and when it does, your daughter will see clearly. But in order for her to recognize this, you must stand in prayer and cover her with divine authority. The next 2 hours are critical. You cannot delay. You are being told this before Thursday so that you can intercept the plan. You are being told so that you can speak light where there has been darkness. You are being told so that you can pray words that will surround your daughter, like fire. Words that will cause angels to encamp around her bed, her mind, her steps. This is why secrecy is so important. Don't tell anyone. Don't gossip about this. Don't release this to human ears because there are people who would twist it. There are people who would run to her with false compassion. Keep this in your spirit. Speak it only in prayer. Release it only to God. Archangel Michael says, "Your daughter carries a gift she has not yet fully understood. She has dreams, visions, insights that are not just imagination. They are seeds of prophecy. But she has been afraid of this. She has been doubting herself and others have taken advantage of her innocence. But I, Michael, have been fighting for her. I have been standing guard. And I am commanding this message be delivered to you now so that she is not lost to the deception around her." Do you remember the nights you felt restless? The times you woke up and couldn't sleep thinking of her? Those were not accidents. Those were alarms in the spirit. Those were angels nudging you awake to pray. The battles she faced were heavier than you realized. At times she has even felt unworthy of life itself, as though she were a burden, as though she could not live up to expectations. But God says she is not a mistake. She is not forgotten. She is chosen. And though she is young in spirit, her mission is mighty. This Thursday is a turning point. Something she has hidden will be revealed. She will come face to face with a truth she can no longer run from, and you, her parent, must be ready to embrace her with divine love, not fear, not anger, not judgment. The enemy would want you to react in anger, to push her away, to make her feel isolated. But heaven is warning you now so that you will respond with grace. Your love will be her anchor. Your embrace will be her shield. Your prayers will be her covering. God says, "I will expose the one who has been lying to her. I will bring into light the manipulations. I will cause her eyes to see clearly what she could not see before. But I need you to prepare. I need you to cover her. I need you to open your heart so wide that when she finally comes to you with her truth, she finds safety and not rejection. Do not be afraid of what is coming. It is not sent to destroy her. It is sent to free her. It is sent to cut the chains she has been carrying. It is sent to break the cycles that have stalked your family for years. This is bigger than her. It is generational. The same spirits that tried to derail you, that tried to stop you from reaching your own purpose, have been circling her. But this time they will fail. Because this time heaven has intervened. Because this time you are being warned before the hour strikes. Because this time you will not be caught off guard. 2 hours. That is the time window Archangel Michael has given. 2 hours for you to align yourself to pray, to call on protection, to lift her name before the throne of God. And when Thursday comes, you will see the hand of God move. You will see something revealed that you cannot unsee. And though at first it may shake you, do not let fear take root. Remember these words. It is for freedom. It is for breakthrough. It is for her destiny. She is not lost. She is not ruined. She is not too far gone. She is loved. She is chosen. She is protected. She is called, and her life is more valuable than you can even comprehend. God has written her story in